Hi, welcome to A Week in Walford, the EastEnders review show presented by two people hoping to get some bargains down at Box Hardware.
Or there'll be murders.
I'm David Brown.
And I'm Johnathon Hughes.
This week's headlines: Dylan betrays the Carters.
Rainie beds the Branning brothers.
And Carmel goes behind bars. Well, it's Who Shot Stewart Part 2.
Part 2200.
We had 3 arrests in a week. We had Linda last Friday.
Yeah.
We had Dylan midweek.
Yeah.
And then we had Mick by the end of the week, didn't we?
We're very, very quickly running out of people to arrest connected with this storyline. Are they going too fast?
That's the problem with soap whodunits, though. There is just that way of getting false jeopardy by having the police turn up at, 7:57 and putting the handcuffs on people.
Every 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is getting a bit predictable, isn't it? Because then, and also it kind of, for me, it doesn't add to the tension. It dissipates it because, like, oh well, it's not them, is it? It's not Linda. It's not Mick. It's not Dylan. They're going too quick. They're too excited. They're too excited. It's the only plot EastEnders has had.
But
lumps.
We're crossing off suspects, though, aren't we? In a way,
we are definitely crossing
and
off
narrowing
suspects.
it down.
We are narrowing it down, and I think that Tina is looking very guilty, to be honest. And I think if you kind of forensically look back, not that not that that's what we do.
No.
Very deliberately, little things about Tina, things Tina hasn't said.
She hasn't denied it for a start.
No, and even like when everyone else has categorically said it wasn't me, there's just been a reason why she hasn't actually said those words. And also her park sting operation. Did you like that, by the way?
Everybody in that park turned out to be a police officer.
Even the tramps.
But she did. But when the police swooped in,
it's just ridiculous.
He hadn't confessed to anything.
No, it was all like...
It's kind of like, that's the end of the conversation. Just arrest him.
Because she said, like, yeah, well, tell them then what you haven't told me. And they were like, right, we're arresting you.
Yeah.
Nothing was said.
No, there was no revelations. Apart from the fact that he knew the shooting had happened at the Vic, which he could have found out anyway through other means.
Well, through watching EastEnders on iPlayer,
yeah,
you could just piece that together.
But do you think perhaps Tina's trying to get the police on side?
Yeah, I think so.
Deflect.
It's all deflection.
Yeah.
I think, and then Dylan obviously kind of knows Mick knows something.
Yeah.
Perhaps they're all protecting Tina.
Maybe.
Because Tina, it would make sense if Tina did it, because Tina is possibly the biggest motive in terms of the attack from Stewart.
They've built up her backstory for this particular reason, maybe.
And I do think that everyone denied, going, weren't me. Well, a few months ago, everyone was like, defending Tina and saying, right, I'll do anything to protect Tina and to get justice for Tina. Now they're like, not me, no, I wouldn't have tried to shoot the man who bunged her in a boot with D-Mod playing 24 years ago. No, not me.
They've all turned into Shaggy.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah, so I don't know. Tina's been guilty, but we're just being played, aren't we, by EastEnders, because it's all red herrings and twists aplenty. When will we find out what happened?
Well, there was perhaps too much drama over at the Brannings this week.
A lot of drama.
We saw Rainie get off with Jack.
Very quickly.
Yes, that was accelerated so fast, wasn't it? One sight of Jack Branning without a shirt on, and that was enough.
She was, well, you had me at topless ironing, really.
Yes.
I think topless ironing is the new reality show.
I want a moratorium on topless ironing. Jason Grimshaw used to do that all the time on Coronation Street. Ma'am, have you got any shirts for me? I haven't got anything to wear.
Oh, give over. It's sexy smell soap towards vaulting closes at midnight. Come here. Give it to me. And also, if you've ever seen the Branning brothers in Neighbours, who are all like male models, they're like topless ironing, topless gardening, topless putting the kettle on. So
that's dangerous with secateurs.
It's very, very dangerous. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I think though, it's a bit ridiculous. I mean, Jack's knocking on. Surely no one looks like that. Surely.
I think that's just jealousy speaking.
What?
Really. I mean, he's a 47-year-old man.
Yes.
Not a million miles from us.
Yes.
And
I'll let you into a secret, David. It's actually my body they've used. Yeah. So it's all CGI. It's all fake. I don't like to talk about it. Mocap. So if you see the behind-the-scenes footage, Scott Maslin's got ping pong balls all over his pecs. He don't look like that. I don't
all over his moobs.
All over his moobs. Yeah, they're hanging like this. Looks like Bet Lynn. Yeah, it's all me. I don't like to talk about it, so
I hope you got paid well, because they were on screen for about 25 minutes.
Yeah, I've got residuals coming my way.
Well done, you.
Yeah, thanks. So don't feel so inferior.
No, well, obviously not something to aspire to. But by the end of the week, it turned out that Amy had caught them on camera.
Or had she?
Well, it was a different kiss, wasn't it, than the one that we saw earlier?
It was a different episode. This is fake news. Amy's so-called smoking gun of footage. We didn't see her with an iPad, obviously deliberately.
Well, that was kind of like she had her hands down there, so it could have been out of shot. Yeah,
but then when you watch the two back, I'm not saying I've combed both kisses because I'm, you know.
Well, I just wanted to check that your body was being represented on camera.
Yeah, so I had to, really.
Yeah, that's right.
So I've watched these scenes, you know,
clearance.
A couple of times for clearance purposes for my pecs.
Yeah.
It's a different kiss, and the angle is different. They're standing in a different place.
Yeah.
Rainie is not as close to Jack as she was in the original kiss.
Well, there was a hug and then a kiss.
Yeah.
But in Amy's footage, it's just a kiss, isn't it?
I think they just restaged it for her for a laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't buy it. But yeah, fake news, Amy. But when's this going to be revealed, do you think, Amy's footage of the kiss?
Well, I think she should wrap that Christmas present now, don't you?
That's under the tree, innit, come Christmas Day in the Branning house.
Look, I did my iPad wrapping early.
Yes.
It's just there waiting.
To beat the crowds, I got my Christmas plot seed. This week, because it's going to get so busy. Come Black Friday, it'd be chaos.
I know.
Done it now.
Amy, the poshest child in Soapland
Sounds
as
like
well.
a Von Trapp child. I'd get Auntie Rainie to buy me a new tablet. I'm 16 and I don't need governess, Fräulein Maria. What's all that about?
Yeah.
Get a Cockney kid, please.
Did she learn that from the au pair that's now gone walkabout?
Oh, yeah, she gave her elocution lessons.
Yeah, I reckon that's it. Yeah, a bit of RP.
She'd be walking in with a book on her head next week.
Yes, exactly. Being sent up to bed by Captain von Branning. But anyway, but before we sign off, we have to venture behind bars with poor old Carmel, who was duped, I say, by horrible Bruno.
Horrible Bruno. Can we just refer to Carmel as the Ginger Batman?
Ginger Batman,
which I love.
Yeah, the Cape Crusader.
The Cape Crusader. Yes, Bruno. We haven't been near this storyline for a little while, have we? Until this week.
That's my perennial problem with this, the knife crime drama, is that it just gets forgotten about for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So therefore, I don't really know anything about Bruno particularly.
No. So this whole thing about he's not full of remorse, as it turns out, and he's really horrible. What's he trying to gain there?
Yeah.
What's his mum's motivation to convince Carmel to come to the prison?
Yeah.
Who is Bruno? Who is Bruno's mum? A lot we don't know, and I feel like it stops you being as engaged with the story as you should be, because it is terribly, terribly sad and emotional. But yeah, I think you're right. We've just not seen enough of Carmel in the last few weeks.
Carmel's like almost borderline saintly for just kind of allowing Sophie to come into her house.
All of a sudden, it's hard to swallow that, I think.
And surely Bruno should have done that smirking once Sophie had left the room.
I thought that, because then it would be more of a secret with the viewers and the character.
Yeah.
But then it makes you think
he's now reliant on his mum to keep his secret.
Yeah.
What kind of a villain are you?
I think he needs more work as a proper soap villain if you're going to buy it.
But I think they should build up this Batman image for Carmel, definitely. And hopefully in 7 days' time she'll be joined by Kush the Boy Wonder.
As the new Robin.
Yes, that'd be perfect. We'll be back with another Week in Walford.